to voice Yamcha because it's good.
Right. But here, and while you were talking, there's something I realized. Whose idea was it to give Yamcha a surfer gimmick?
I don't know.
And I don't even mean Team 4-Star. I'm talking about in dub canon. Why is Yamcha a surfer bro?
I want to say it was probably just because Chris Sabat just didn't know what else to do with the character, so he just said, fuck it.
So we just made him a bruh? We made him a bruh.
A little bit.
Surfer bruh Yamcha. Great. Oh, here we go. You know what? They're coming in a little slow today. Tom. It eventually is going to pop up. It is right on time. There, Wade. Right on time. For those that don't know, Wade Ilson is one of my really good friends in life, more like a brother than anything. But he runs in like a pure wrestling heel. He runs in, does a couple of dad jokes, and runs right back out to the confusion, usually of me, and to the joy of Hokage. So,
hey, I love dad jokes, so I'm always here for these.
I'm sure.
So, thank you, Wade.
Where I cringe, you are like, bring it on. So here, every show, without fail, Wade jumps in. Wow. Dad joke Joe Hendry. Because say his name and he appears. Shut up, Wade. Shut up. No Joe Henry commentary on my stream. Basically, Joe Hendry is what the internet likes to call a meme wrestler, where his whole gimmick is you say his name and he appears, and he has a catchy theme song that the whole audience claps along with that got him over. He's an okay wrestler, but the gimmick got him over.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So say his name and Wade appears. Dad joke, Joe Hendry. There you go.
I'm going to do my best to ignore that you just used the word bogus.
King Kai hasn't taught us crap since we got here. And what's worse, Piccolo didn't even have to train with us. He just sat and meditated all the time.
Yep.
So the funny thing about that is that the first voice actor, Vegeta, what was it? Vegeta 2674 or something like that?
Vegeta 3938. I just realized that I said it wrong in the last stream, but Vegeta 3938 originally voiced Yamcha and Raditz in season 1 of the series.
Right. So if you haven't heard it, Yamcha's version, or at least this character's version of Yamcha, is like, King Kai, what's happening, man? So this is a bit of a changeover from what we're so used to with Yamcha. All right, let's see what this dad joke is. Hold on. It's not that good. Okay.
Oh, no.
So I tried to change my password to Goku.
But it was too strong. On what?
But they said it was too weak. See, I thought he was going there too. I thought he was going with that, but it was too strong for Goku. But that's the point. Goku will say, you're too weak.
No. Like, I understand because it's just 4 letters, so I get
it caught me off guard too. I'm like, wait, what?
But it's Goku. He's the strongest anime character in anime history.
Wait a minute. Because the streets is talking that One Punch Man, Saitama, is the strongest person in these anime streets.
I should have said strongest asterisk. Loosely.
Wow, this is an even worse joke.
Oh no.
Why does Goku wear light blue? Well, he doesn't. Vegeta wears light blue. Why do you think that is? Why do you think Vegeta wears light blue?
I don't know.
Because he's a Saiyan.
Not only is that a dad joke, that is a nerd joke that
That is
only certain people are going to be like, oh.
If you've been in a Crayola box, you know what Cyan is. So,
or if you went to art class in high school.
truth. Yes. He. I win. You didn't win. You didn't win nothing.
Here.
There's no winning in this one. You lost. Bad jokes. Bad jokes. Just saying. Bad jokes. I didn't smile because of your jokes, sir. I smiled because of your commentary over here in my little chat box. Had nothing to do with your joke. So, Meg. Sorry, I don't know if you know that reference.
So from Family Guy.
By the way, yes. Again, I just want to reiterate how thick TN's fucking unibrow here is. But he doesn't have an eyebrow above his third eye. Why?
Well, if you did, you just have hair.
Why don't Cyclops have hair over their third eye if they have eyebrows?
Well, Cyclopses do, but Triclops, they don't. I don't know why, but I guess, like I said earlier, if they just had an eyebrow above their third eye, it would just be hair.
Oh, Wade, you totally missed what I was saying. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You didn't do anything wrong. He wrote something along the lines of when I was like, oh, the little chat here in the box, and he's like, you know what's a funnier joke? That person. And I'm like, what person? And he goes, oop, my bad. Like, all right, that's fine. We're not on our P's and Q's today. We had some really good fucking pizza earlier today. Okay.
Mhm.
So Hokage and I had some really good fucking pizza. Some chicken, cheese, pesto pizza with some hot, fresh mozz, just thin.
Very good.
And
Very
the best
good.
part, half price on Mondays.
So good.
So good. So worth it. You had pizza too, Wade? Nice.
Hell yeah. Fucking pizza time.
Monday's pizza time, baby. Oh, hell fucking yeah. Chicken, bacon, ranch, stuffed crust. Oh, we'll get to Goku stuffed crust episode, right? We're going to get to that.
Stuffed crust.
Crust, King Kai.
You could eat it in reverse.
So for the audience, if you don't know by now, Hokage and I can pretty much quote this verbatim. Okay. So at the bar eating pizza today, we literally throwing lines back and forth, laughing in our own bubble. Probably people looking at us at the bar like we were crazy, but
well, I'm pretty sure not only were they looking at us crazy because we were quoting each other, but probably because we were having stupid nerd arguments.
Correct. And they were worthwhile. They were worthwhile arguments. But yeah, Tien, what's up, man? Well, you wax this, but you don't wax this. And also, I do see what they're talking about. Like if you put hair on Tien, it's basically Goku.
Yeah. If you cover up the eye and then put hair on him, it's the same face model as Goku.
Correct. So my question to that is, did Toriyama ever say why he does that?
Cutting corners, making things easier for the animators. That's my only guess.
I guess.
Because that's what he did with Super Saiyan.
By the way, have we noticed that in this series, Tien's shoulders don't look as jacked as they will in season 3?
To be fair, Toriyama and his art style, well, I don't think it's actually... No, I think it might be... It's either his art style or it was just
It wasn't Toriataro. Yeah, it wasn't Toriataro at this point, so...
Yeah, but I don't know if it was either Toriyama or it was just the animator's idea to make everybody super jacked in season 3. But I remember I talked to you about this a while ago. Toriyama's art style, whenever it came to showing physique and like actual like fighting prowess, or just to show our characters like in shape, he wanted it to be somewhat realistic. But whenever it got to like Super Saiyan Goku and then all of Cell Saga, it is unrealistically buff. Like Super Vegeta,
Yes.
Super Trunks, and hell, even Tien
Bro,
in season
Krillin
3.
is
Like everybody's fucking jacked. Like
everyone.
everybody is taking some form of steroids in season 3.
Except the androids. They're not jacked. They're just androids.
Well, an argument could be made for 16, but we're not gonna go there because he's an android.
He's a
artificial.
machine. Right. He's a machine. I'm talking about all organic life on the show in season 3 is either jacked or the androids, or what do they call them? Not
Cyborgs.
androids. Cyborgs. Ugh.
You're just jealous.
No, I'm not. Okay, a little.
Hey, do you guys hear that?
Oh no. This is a filler spot. Oh no.
Yeah. Which
Also, if you put Goku's hair on Yamcha right here, it looks like Goku too.
just with some scars.
Yeah. Which is why Dr. Giro thinks that that's Goku in season 3.
Hello.
Yeah. His left leg.
I'll go.
Did you catch that?
Yeah, he says hello to Bojack
You didn't
in
catch that,
Pink
did
Guy's
you?
Planet.
Raccoon's talking to. Okay. Yes.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yo.
I've got his left leg.
I've got his right.
I've got his middle.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo, Goldo. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. To quote Razor Ramon. Hey, yo. No.
Like, I understand trying to get
No.
all ways of like trying to help your boy out from the ground, but don't grab that. At the very least, grab the hips. That's it.
All
even above
of
that.
the pause. All of the pause. All pausing. All pause. Because no. No.
Hey, what's up?
So, are you guys?
Under attack!
Whoa, little quick to the trigger there, Ace.
Sorry, I kind of lost my head there after I
Lost my
lost
head.
my
there.
head.
Hey, I was just inside taking a crap. I'm old, takes me a while. Come out, there's a tree in my living room. What's up?
We were just standing
I
around
don't
and
know
talking about your
why,
awesome training,
but I
and then
just
these
love the
guys showed up.
delivery that
Look
King
like a
Kai
bunch of
gives.
queers.
It's just so funny. I don't know why. I find it just very humorous.
Wow. Asked him, did he want to see a balloon animal?
Wade, you gotta stop. You gotta stop.
He's on a roll today, bro. He's on a roll today.
Around and talking about your awesome training, and then these guys showed up.
Look like a bunch of queers.
Shelsu.
We don't even know them. You shouldn't make such rash judgments about them.
Okay.
Well, we shouldn't think less of them for it. Good day, mates.
So I just want to reiterate, this was how many years ago? Hold on.
At this
Hold on.
point, like what?
13 years ago.
Yeah.
13 years ago. I apologize. I apologize. See, even Wade's like, whoa. Yeah, they said that.
Mm-hmm. Different
you
times,
going?
man.
Rash judgments about them.
Yeah, that's the best part.
Well, we shouldn't think less of them for it. Good day, mates. How you going? We're to take control of your planet in the name of Lord Frieza. Sorry about that.
Yeah, good luck with that. All right, guys, Zomu's boss.
That'd be you.
Yep, all you, man.
You're the boss.
What?
What? Rickoom has to fight this? He doesn't even come up to Rickoom's kneecaps.
Froley can't even handle a gut full of piss.
I bet you can't even run a mile.
You're blue!
Yeah, all of you can just go straight to hell.
Oh, yeah?
Or Hiffle in this case.
Yeah.
And who's gonna make Rickoom?
Haben Sie gehört, das deutsche Band? Mit der Bang, mit der Boom, mit der Bing Bang Bing Bang. Yes, we have visitors!
Bloodpool.
Prepare the camps.
Ah, that
So,
takes
real
care of
quick,
that.
can you pause it real
That
quick?
reminds me. Wonder how Goku's doing.
So,
I have really good pausing skills.
you really
Look
do.
at all his hair. Look at
But
all his
I
hair.
wanted to quick.
Like just headbutted his hair. Go ahead. Sorry.
So
Go ahead.
I just wanted to quickly talk about how they were preparing the camps. So the stereotypical joke that they originally made was
Yes.
that because they're German, they were preparing camps, and it's a very dark joke.
I
that
didn't
will
even
not.
I didn't even
Yeah.
think of that. Oh no.
Yes.
13
However,
years ago.
13 years ago. However, since then they have retconned it with their own series, Hiffle, where they actually had an actual camp. Like they had tents, they had a campfire, and they actually had bonding sessions. So I like the idea that the fact, like, yeah, at first it was a bit of a dark joke, but it's like, oh no, they're actually very friendly and they're trying to rehabilitate bad people. And they actually make a real camp.
Correct.
I like that.
Correct.
Nah, that's about right.
No, I can't lose. I have to beat you. You're.
If I'm really as evil as you say I am, then
Ah.
let God strike me down where I stand. Ha! Nice try, jackass.
So my question is, and I've asked you this, I believe, before, which god he's talking about?
I don't know.
Is he talking
because-
about Kami, the
'cause
great,
we have,
the Grand Kai, Lord
we have
Beerus?
we have 4 Kais. We have a Grand Kai, a Supreme Kai, Elder Kai, Beerus, Whis, Omni King, Priest.
The Grand Minister?
Like,
Yeah.
There are so. I love Toriyama's writing, but at the same time, I also don't like it because the whole reason why there are so many gods is because whenever Goku like gets a head above one of his previous
Powers
trainers,
up.
he has to go to a god, and when he gets over that, he has to go to the next one. So at this point,
And the
I
next
would
god.
like to
And the
I
next
would
god.
like to
Yes.
say that it was Supreme Kai, and he just heard him talking shit, and because Supreme Kai is not as strong as Goku and Frieza, that's why the Thunderbolt didn't do much damage to him.
That's yeah. Just
Next time, give it your A game. Anyway, back to.
now we know that with Grand Zeno, he'd be dead right now. Or
one-
Beerus.
1000%.
Or Whis.
1000%.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you doing?
Have to use a spirit
Oh, they talk about this in the creator commentaries.
bomb. It's my only chance.
Seriously, what is this all about? Are you trying to tell me you once fished that big?
I'm just
Heh.
stretching.
In the middle of a fight.
Yes. I have only one chance. But this planet barely has enough energy left as it is. Wait. I'll just draw from the source.
Here,
Yeah.
they reference this in the creator commentaries. They're like, the fuck is this?
God.
It looks like this is Goku's nose. And like
I understand that some of these shots,
Like, even
they're
his
meant to be,
fingers-
they're meant to be like one-offs where you're not supposed to pay too close attention, but they hold on the shot for a few seconds.
yeah,
to
but
be
we
like,
do.
He's trying to like gather more energy. You're supposed to see that. It doesn't look good,
Like-
and his pants aren't doing him any justice either.
the pants ain't doing justice. He has like 3 or 4 fingers. 1, 2. He's got 4 fingers. Well, I don't know where the 5th one is. This looks like his nose, even though it's his chin. This is supposed to be his chest, but that looks like a stomach. Just bad. Just bad.
Surrounding planets.
How does Goku? Never mind. Shut up, Damon.
Give me my energy. Goku, take my energy.
What's going on? He's just standing there with his hands up.
Wait a second.
He's using the spirit bomb!
The
God.
spirit, what's it now?
Oh, no.
Shut
Would you
the
stop
fuck
screaming?
up.
Spirit bomb is the...
I would have snapped his neck just to shut him up. Because reasons.
Just snap his neck.
The only
Why'd
thing
you do
can kill
that?
Frieza!
We'll resurrect him
I'm
back
too
with the Dragon
scared,
Balls.
damn
It'll
it.
be fine.
What is that fool yammering on about?
He's talking about ghosts.
Ghosts.
Ghosts. He's talking about ghosts.
Yeah, you know,
No.
spirits,
Spirits? Ghosts?
ghosts,
Ghosts.
What do ghosts have to do with this?
everything.
That's stupid. You're stupid. Stop being stupid.
Or maybe I'm just being rhetorical.
You know what?
This is
I'm gonna let it
why I
play. I'm
love
gonna
the
let
fight.
you. I'm gonna let you carry this for a minute. I'll let you carry this for a minute.
No, no, you're not. God, it's like you just use words you hear randomly to try and sound smarter.
Well, now you're just acting transcendent.
Oh no! If Goku can't
Ah,
focus on the
I-
spirit bomb, he doesn't
Goku is
stand a
just a
chance.
lovable
I think the
idiot
issue
in
is
this
less about
entire
him
fight, and I
focusing and more
love
about
it.
staying alive. I don't get it though. Where's the balls?
Wow. Is that
One of the biggest spirit
It's
bombs
massive.
as of now in the entire series. And it looks fucking powerful.
There you are again, throwing your hands up in the air like you just don't care. Care, damn it!
Yeah, damn it! It's one of my favorite
this
one-off
is
lines
bad.
from Frieza that's not exactly like sinister. It's just you can tell how fed up
I
he is with
believe I'm
Goku at
done.
this point.
As entertaining a punching bag you make, I find there is no more enjoyment to be found here.
Wait, we could always play a game of 20 questions.
All right then, first question. Are you about to die?
No,
No lying.
damn.
Say
God, that-
goodbye, monkey.
I don't care what anybody says. Frieza's
what is that
lines in
glare?
this series
That's not a sun.
are
and it's not the
fucking
moon, and it's
good.
certainly not
They're
a
so
space
cold
station.
and
What is that?
sinister. It's
What
really good.
is that? What is that?
Are we still playing 20 questions?
You were planning on using that on me, weren't you?
Yeah.
I don't
I
know
love that
where
they,
you got that
the
much
creators
power
of the
from, but it
show,
doesn't really
admitted
matter
that the
now,
reason
does
why
it?
he answered honestly is because he thought he was still playing 20 questions.
I'm not.
Looks like that whole Super Saiyan thing didn't pan out after all. When you see Vegeta, tell him I said, like a bitch.
Like a bitch.
What the-
All right,
Hello? What are you doing here?
Don't talk
the
to my plant.
best
Well, I still
comeback
got the spirit
of a
bomb,
joke
but I need both
so
arms
far.
to charge it. You'll have to distract him while I gather energy.
Well, that's not so bad.
For 5 minutes. And considering how bad he was kicking my butt, I'm sure you can handle it.
Did you just hold a grudge?
And I just keep getting reminded of my
So, for
failures.
those who don't
You mean your
know,
failure at
the
killing
reason
me
why
or
that's so
just in
funny is
general?
because way back in season 1, Piccolo did the same thing to Goku.
I'm charging my attack.
You know, I think I have an answer fix to this situation.
He
I'm
even
going to blow you and
hums
this
the
whole
same
miserable
song while he's
planet
charging up the
nothing.
spirit bomb.
Isn't that
It's
fun?
hilarious.
Goku, just throw the damn thing!
Can't, not done yet.
What? How?
It's only been 4 minutes and 58. Done.
Goku, I love you, but how do you not know? That thing is already pause. It's already big enough to take him out. But yet you had to wait the 2 extra seconds to be like, no, it's not strong enough. I gotta wait a little bit longer. Okay, now it's done. And then chuck it. It's already fucking powerful enough. Why do you have to wait a little bit longer? The fuck?
Oh, somehow I completely forgot about that. Oh my god. If I had any single regret for the countless horrific events that have transpired in my wake, it's that I'm dying.
His only regret is that he's dying because he didn't get to wish on immortality on himself. It's his only regret. He doesn't regret killing a shit ton of people just because he liked doing it. He doesn't care about genocide or torture or anything else. He just regrets that he didn't get to wish on himself. Then that's it.
So, go on. Think he's dead?
Krillin, right now I'm more worried about my dad.
What do you think I was talking about?
Fucking goddamn it, Krillin.
All right, come on,
Still
you
being a
heavy
bit of an
bastard.
asshole.
No, no one actually helped me. That would be a little too much.
Piccolo the goat saving the other goat from drowning.
Grandpa, I don't want any more baths today. I'm clean now. Dad! Hey, Gohan.
You know, I gotta admit, after what happened with Vegeta, I was pretty sure the Spirit Bomb was gonna be a dud.
But we showed him
And it will
before.
continue to
Yeah.
be a dud
Could say he
until
suffered a
Boo
bad case of
in the movies.
freezer
It's
burn.
never successful in Dragon Ball canon until Boo.
By the way, not dead. K-Thanks die.
Oh, right in the tit.
You.
No. No.
So, I'm pretty sure Damien is pausing right here because he knows exactly what we're going to talk about.
Correct.
So, whenever Team 4-Star originally posted this and this scene happened, granted, it's really good for what it was. But then somebody in the comments said, why didn't you make Gohan say, why didn't you dodge? Which would have been, like, it would have been perfect for this to be like, to throw it back in his face, like, he's standing right there. Why did you fucking dodge his attack? But thankfully, in the Kais, they fixed that problem. And they made Gohan say, why didn't you dodge?
Right. It still boggles my mind to this point how they've had this running gag for so long, and yet they forgot it in the moment it would have been useful against Piccolo. Like, okay, so a little behind the scenes here. I've written copy, I've written advertising notes, I've written scripts. If I have a knack for certain things, for like a bit that I have or a joke I keep going back to, I am self-aware enough to think, you know what would go good here? That. And especially if I have a writer's room with me to bounce ideas off of each other. So for both Kaiser, Lanny, and Taka, if he was there, for the three of them to literally say, oh, we forgot. All three of you? All three of you forgot.
Not just all three, all four. Because Masako voices Gohan, and he's in on the bit.
And he didn't realize it. Yeah, that makes 4 with Masako X. None of you thought to do that.
Just
over that. So we'll do it. Hold on. Why didn't you dodge? There you go. By the way, Piccolo gets shot in the chest a lot.
Yeah, he does.
In the Android saga, he got shot by Dr. Gero in the tit.
Yeah. And you just reminded me about this. I remember this from the commentaries. So, this tends to happen a little bit whenever it comes to trying to adapt the manga to anime. There are certain panels that animators will see and will sometimes take some liberties or think something happened, but it doesn't actually happen in the manga. So they interpret a certain panel and think it happens like this in the anime. So what I'm trying to
Give me an
say
example.
specifically here. What I'm trying to say specifically here is that in the anime, whenever Frieza shoots Piccolo, Piccolo originally jumps in front of Goku to take the shot, but that doesn't happen in the manga. He just gets shot like he does here in the actual DBZA abridged, which it doesn't happen too often where animators will do that, where they misread a panel and animate into a way that makes a character do something different than what they do in the manga.
So you're saying in the manga, Piccolo jumps in front of Goku?
No. What I'm saying is that in the manga, he just gets shot like he does here in DBZA. But I'm saying in OG Dragon Ball, he jumps in front of Goku to take the shot from Frieza to save Goku. It's something that I remember from the commentaries that Kaiser said, and he fixed it in this version.
Got it.
For a moment there, I thought that was going to be me.
You're next.
Wait, what did I do to you?
Remember my tail?
Can't you take a joke?
Huh? Okay. Not for nothing. But I've said this to you before, and I've had this conversation. The way they wrote Krillin dying multiple times in this fucking series. First, he dies to Tambourine, breaks his neck.
Mm-hmm.
And now he gets blown up. Like, not even just shot in the tit like fucking Piccolo. No, he got blowed up. Blowed up. Like, Krillin cake. No wonder when Gohan's like, really, Krillin? You want to throw hands? Hell fucking no. I don't know.
Because I died to somebody stronger than me beforehand, and I didn't put up a fight. Now we're going against somebody who's stronger than your dad, and you want us to throw down with him? The fuck you mean?
No, fuck you mean, exactly. Fuck you mean. Oh, that's right. They lead off with it. Oh, no. He called it.
Yeah.
Called it.
The following is a non-profit fan-based parody. Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon
So
Ball
you've
GT are all
seen
owned by Funimation, Toei Animation.
You've seen Spaceballs, which I discovered tonight that you've seen Spaceballs, right?
Yes, I have indeed seen all of Spaceballs, and I'm pretty sure I've watched that movie like 3 times in my lifetime.
So the line where Popo says "called it," if you've seen Spaceballs, a better line could have been "fooled you," because they've said that in Spaceballs.
Yeah.
I mean, I get why they had Popo say that, but because Krillin thought he wasn't going to die, I thought it would have been great for them to put the Spaceballs, "fooled you." So.
Fuji TV and Akira Tori.
Oh, by the way, y'all, we verbatim said this out loud today. This whole fucking thing.
Yes, because we're like, fuck it.
Whole thing. Just out in public. Just blurt it out. Just blurt it out. The following is a non-profit fan-based parody. Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball GT are all owned by Funimation, Toei Animation,
Fuji TV, and Akira Toriyama. Please support the official release.
Fuji TV and Akira Toriyama. Please support their official release. Or like in the Kai abridged, buy the fucking show.
This is the parody. Buy the fucking show. Although whenever it comes to the guys, I think my favorite one is Android 16. So it's like the physical media is
Laserdisc.
Laserdisc.
That's, you know what's funny? That's ironically funny, given that there's a whole hullabaloo about physical media versus not physical media and who really has ownership right. That's why when 16 says physical media, buy Laserdisc, buy DVDs.
Yama, please support the official release.
Buy the damn show.
Damn right.
Last time on Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Like, look at that. The way they
On
blew that
Dragon
man
Ball
up.
Z Abridged.
I'm trying to catch it. Let him just his neck goes up. He bloats and then explodes.
Human
Wild.
bomb. Oh, real quick. One other thing that I want to quickly talk about that specific thing. So, one of TFS's rules, Team 4 Stars rules, sorry. One of the rules whenever it comes to ending an episode is that they either have to end it on a joke or they have to end it on a serious note. In the previous episode, they ended on a joke with Krillin's own count, and then they open it back up on here so we can get this badass moment. But in the previous joke was that whenever Krillin was originally going to go up and blow up, he's just like, screaming because he's in a panic.
Yeah.
But what they originally pitched, which I'm glad they didn't because it would have made Krillin more of an asshole, is that whenever he's flying up, he's screaming to everybody, "Hey guys, look, check out my Chato impression. Goodbye, Tien," and then blows up. Do you have to sit with that for a little bit, Damien?
I did. And they talk themselves out of it?
Because they realize that it makes Krillin an asshole, and it's also a little bit dark and insensitive because Krillin is making fun of one of their friends that sacrificed themselves. And it did nothing.
I would have left it. I would have left it. Vegeta, 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 Vegeta.
Oh, out of all the people I've blown to bits, that one will hold a special place in my heart. What's wrong, monkey? Come on now, give me something funny.
You killed my best friend.
Ironically enough, they say best friend, but the way Goku treats Krillin here, you would not think that's his best friend.
Not at all. But we're also meant to believe that they are best friends from OG up.
Yeah, canonically they're best friends from OG Dragon Ball, but the way Goku treats Krillin, I would never have thought that was his best friend in DBZA.
That is pretty funny. Hilarious, actually.
What do you think of this song versus the Falconer one?
So, I'm going to out myself a little bit. I never watched OG growing up. I watched Kai. So, I'm used to this. I never watched Toonami growing up. But I love the Falconer soundtrack so much. However, I prefer the original, this version, over Falconer. But all of the Boo Saga and Cell Saga music, Falconer all the way.
Okay. I like them both. I prefer Falconer to the Japanese one, strictly because the way the music changes with the thunder and the lightning, the tone of the music. Like, here you get a complete storm of music. Dun, 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 right? But in the Falconer one, it builds up to it because it starts off very slow. Doom, 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 doom. Like, it slowly builds up, and then the lightning hits, and then it gets to that crescendo, and it's like dun, 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 dun. So
yeah,
it's the build up. for me.
Yeah. Which, by the way, if you ever watch the creator commentary, and whenever they talk about music specifically, you will realize, I forget the name of the composer, but you will realize that a lot of the original Dragon Ball music.
That's why they switched to Kai.
Yeah, that's why they switched to Kai. A lot of the OG music is plagiarized. It's the reason why it sounds so good is because the composer took the same music from other composers that was really good and took it and just made it sound a little bit different.
Correct.
So
he didn't. Yeah, it's like someone copying off your test and maybe changing one answer as opposed to like 10 to 15.
Yes, that is exactly what it is.
He changed one letter. That's it. One letter.
Yeah.
One answer.
But it sucks because it's so good. It's so
I know,
good.
it's so good.
What? Dad?
Nani?
God, that is such a cool form.
Back when it mattered. Back
when it mattered. But okay.
That's not.
When it
Frieza's nose has a face on it.
It's a smiley face.
It does. It's a smiley face on Frieza's nose. I wonder if they caught that.
I don't think they did. But
Only
real quick,
my dumb ass.
I want to quickly talk about the voice actors in this series and how well they sound right now. So,
okay,
if you have been watching with us all the way back whenever we started this series, way back in season 1, you could tell that some of the voices for these characters were not the best because growing pains. It's the very beginning. Not everybody knows how to properly voice act. They don't know how to like pitch their voices down or up to sound to make their character sound a certain way. At this point, everybody has a pretty good handle of how their characters make them sound like. Krillin sounds like Krillin for the rest of the episode. So does Vegeta, Piccolo, Gohan, and especially Goku right here. I'm so glad that they got a handle of their characters to this point because Goku's voice, especially whenever he transforms here, is so good. Masako X, chef's kiss. Amazing job.
Fair enough.
Funny. I don't believe it. Goku has truly done it. He has become the one and only Super Saiyan.
Hold up. First off, if the Super Saiyan's been a legend for thousands of years, a legend, how does King Kai know what it is?
Don't you remember back in season 1? He looked it up on Wikipedia. You can't deny that I'm right.
Right?
Yeah.
You hesitated there for a second. Why?
By the way, is this the end we see of the narrator? Before he comes back for Vegeta's sacrifice?
It is, because at this point, it's just all action, and then once we get to Android and the rest of Cell Saga, he never comes back. That was the last of the narrator.
What the hell is all this about? What's up with your hair? What's up with your eyes? Answer me!
Gohan, take Piccolo, find Bulma, get back to the ship.
But what about you?
Can you please pause it on that previous shot? Look at Gohan's face in this shot.
I know. It's derpy as fuck. Derpy as fuck.
He has he has his left eye going up and the right eye going down.
What the hell is all this about? What's up with your hair? What's up with your eyes? Answer me.
Gohan,
Yep. Just derpy as shit.
It
take
does
Piccolo,
not look
find
good.
Bulma, get
It
back to the
doesn't.
ship.
But what about you?
If Piccolo dies, then all this was pointless. Take him, get to the ship, and get out of here.
This is surprisingly well thought out for you.
Gohan, where
Gohan,
should you be right
you
now?
right now?
The ship.
The ship.
Okay.
Real cute. But at the very least, I do love a moving target.
I'm gonna break you like a Kit
Like a
Kat
Kit
bar.
Kat bar.
What are you? Let go of me.
I'm going to break you
What? Ah!
like a
Kit Kat bar. What?
What? What?
I love the double what.
I haven't had a Kit Kat bar in a while. I might have to have one.
Me either. And I'm so glad you paused it because we are about to
What the hell?
reclaim this joke. And it's going to have so much dividends now because of who it's coming from.
Are you?
Can't you tell, Freezer? It's just like Vegeta said.
No, you fucking don't.
I am the hope of the Omniverse. I am the light bulb in the darkness.
Okay.
I am the bacon in the fridge for all living things that
The bacon in the fridge for all living things that cry out for hunger.
cry out in hunger. I am the
Alpha and the Amiga.
I am the terror.
That flaps in the night. That flaps. God damn it, a Darkwing Duck reference. Fuck yeah.
I am Son Goku, and I am a super
Sandwich.
Saiyan.
I gotta hear it one more time.
It's so good.
I am the terror that flaps in the night. I am Son Goku, and I am a super.
You know what? Again, kudos to Masako X for being able to nail that. What do you want to call it? A monologue, by using random pseudo phrasing, but
Yeah.
it's so much better than the one Sean does in the canon.
Yeah.
Because
So,
in the Japanese one, he doesn't talk about the defender of the weak. You don't say all that shit in the original.
Yeah. So to quickly kind of talk about that. In OG, whenever it came to this show, Funimation essentially turned Goku into Superman, saying like, I am
Correct.
the hope of the universe. I will fucking kick your ass on behalf of the entire fucking universe. That's not Goku.
That's not
Superman.
Goku. Correct. So whoever the script writers for Funimation were back then, he's not Superman. Because even in the OG subtitles, he's not saying anything like that. He's basically just saying he's going to whip his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Saiyan.
King Kai!
King Kai, what's going
See?
on Namek right now?
You know, you could always just grab my shoulder and watch.
Yeah, but you kind of smell.
That's just my natural.
It's just my
Natural
natural musk.
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 Stop saying must.
Stop eating my food.
King Kai, do you hear me?
Oh, hey, Kami. How's everything coming along?
Well, I've sent off Mr. Popo to collect the Dragon Balls like you asked.
Good. The whole plan is coming together.
I don't think you ever told us your plan.
I don't have to tell you anything.
I don't have to
Tell you anything.
And that just about sums up our time spent here.
They are so right, by the way.
Yeah. And
They
I'm
learned nothing.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure I can use that line in my day-to-day work day. I don't have to tell you anything. I don't have to tell you anything at all. I could use that, but I refuse to because it'll get me in trouble.
let me catch up on chat really quick. I forgot that we actually had a live show for a minute there. Dragon Derp Z.
Hell
Piccolo
yeah.
is owed so much child support. What? And Kit Kat Bar. They're a delight. And okay, Darkwing Duck.
Hell yes.
I am the Alpha and the Omega.
The Amiga.
Have you ever played the Amiga?
I have not.
I have it on my Vita, my jailbroke Vita. And let me tell you, we were struggling back in the 70s, man. For video gaming, we were struggling. I think I showed you that photo of Donkey Kong on the 2600, and it looks like he's a piece of shit, literal piece of shit.
I don't think you did.
When we log off, I'll show it to you. There is a photo of the original Donkey Kong game, either for the Amiga or for the Atari 7800, and Donkey Kong just looks like a big old piece of shit.
God damn.
And I'm not saying it to be speaking in hyperbole. I'm saying it because he looks like poop. Literal poop.
Oh my God.
Huh? It's the ship. See, Mr. Piccolo? We're halfway home. I mean, not literally, but just don't bleed out, okay? God, it's so many buttons. I forgot. I don't know how to fly the ship. I could have sworn somebody did that for. Oh my God, Bulma! Somebody!
The only thing she's good for now in this entire series, and even then,
is she being Vegeta's baby mama.
We talked about this last stream. She's only good for the Dragon
We talked
Radar.
about this shit at the bar.
Yeah. She's only good for creating the Dragon Radar, birthing Trunks, and making the time machine.
You had it right the first time. Breeding. Because Vegeta says, I will now breed with the closest Earth woman or some shit like that. So
Definitely new, but a monkey is still a monkey. And I've killed plenty in my day. Millions. Literally millions. What's the matter? Run out of quips? Cat got your tongue? No more words to fail? You think now that you're this so-called Super Saiyan that you're better than me? Yes. Lord Frieza? Well, you're not! I own you! I own your planet! I own this planet! In fact, this planet!
Wait, I zoned out there for a second. What?
In true Goku fashion. We love it.
No, son of a bitch!
What's wrong, King Kai?
What's wrong, King Kai?
You dumb asshole!
Look at that
that's gonna
movie.
Be here forever.
Yeah, real funny, King Kai. Oh God, you're serious.
I had this whole plan ready to go, but as it turns out, Frieza's a sore loser and just
Blew himself up along with his opponent? What? It's what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chaozu. Too soon.
Only this time it worked. And now go on, Piccolo. Everyone's dead, and I'm stuck with you idiots for the rest of my life.
Should I call you back when you're done screaming, or is that just not?
Freezer Hogan over here, brother. That's not gonna work for me, brother.
What's happening?
And then there's this cut. I mean?
Yes, I wanted to inform you that Mr. Popo has acquired the...
I mean?
Screaming, or is that just not happening?
And then there's this cut.
He was gonna say this cocksucker.
Yeah.
Yes, I wanted to inform you that Mr. Popo has acquired the 6th Dragon Ball and...
You alive?
So this is what counts for omnipotence these days.
Not in the mood, Kami.
But if you're not dead, then that means Piccolo's not dead. And Namek is still there.
Did you miss?
How could I miss? I don't know. How did you? I know I hit the core. God, this always happens when I try and perform under stress.
Seems to me like you just couldn't go through with blowing us both up.
That's not the
Can
problem,
you pause on
idiot.
that previous
I can
shot
breathe
on
in
Goku?
space.
But space is a
Try and perform under stress.
seems to me.
What is with the hair in this shot? It doesn't look good. What the
He
fuck
looks
were
like
the animators
Yugi.
thinking? No.
They were watching
He's-
Yu-Gi-Oh.
He's Yami Yugi, but he has a fucking
He's the
a
Pharaoh.
massive cowl lick at the for a bang.
Well, no, because the Pharaoh has this also. It's not as pronounced as this shit, looking like a side part, but yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It looks ridiculous.
And why does he look extra jacked right here? Extra
Yeah.
jacked.
Like we were talking about before. At this point, Goku and Frieza are extremely buff to the point where it's like it's not realistic. It's just
Correct.
how else can we show that our characters and our heroes are just characters in general? Excuse me. Whew, my bad. How
Gotta
can
hit
we
the
show
dumb
that our
button for
characters?
that.
I need one. But how can we show our characters are very physically strong outside of just like a transformation? Make them fucking buff as shit.
Yeah. It's the Chris Redfield predicament, right? Where in Resident Evil, 5 or 6, they made Chris uber jacked for no reason aside from just making him look like Guile circa 2024. Like,
yeah.
So
like you just couldn't go through with blowing us both up.
That's not the problem, you idiot.
I can breathe in
I can
space.
breathe in space.
But space is a vacuum.
Space is a vacuum.
Honestly, I say you only have, I don't know.
Space is a vacuum.
Not a vacuum. A vacuum.
Is it 5? Yeah, yes.
A
5.
vacuum.
5 minutes before this planet explodes, and you perish along with it.
Oh. Well, then I'll just have to kill you in 4.
Wait, hold on. I'm only at half my full power.
Oh.
I don't see how that's my problem.
No, listen. If you let me power up, I'll give you a pizza.
You killed my best friend, Freezer. That's not gonna work anymore.
2 pizzas.
I said I'm done!
With stuffed crust.
No.
Now hear me
God
out, King Kai.
damn it, Goku.
If I let him power up to 100% and beat him then, it'll demoralize him.
Demoralize
And
him.
he'll never threaten
Demoralize.
anyone again.
Goku, that is retarded.
Stuffed crust, King Kai. You can eat it in reverse.
In reverse.
I can't even believe we're having this conversation.
Me either.
Thanks for waiting, by the way.
Hold on a second, King Kai. What was that?
Smash, monkey!
Mash monkey.
Oh, well, how nice of you to finally come and get me. Only let me stranded all on my own to fend for myself. Planet's going to hell, I almost die, and I'm freaking the fuck out! Bulma, how high would you have to fall from to hit terminal velocity?
Thank you, Gohan. Thank you.
In other words, fuck you, Bulma.
Fuck you and shut the
Fuck
fuck
you.
up.
I just love how easy it is to get away with this shit with you people. I want to transform.
You just sit there and let me.
I want to blow the planet up. You just
Sit there and let me.
I want to reach 100% power.
And
You just
Sit there and let me.
right there and let me.
So, can I get a meat lovers?
That is. Well, I don't even know why I bother.
King Kai, are you there?
You have an update for me.
Apparently it's not good anymore. I wanted to tell you Popo the final dragon and is ready to summon the dragon.
Awesome. Now let me talk to him.
If you insist.
All right, now, Mr. Pope. How the hell do you work with this guy?
It's easier than you think.
I'm
Fucking
so
high right
fucking
now.
high right now.
I have an idea as to why King Kai blew up. So we see
What's
him.
your idea?
And so in OG, he blows up because he's trying to watch Goku and Frieza, but in this, he's just trying to communicate to Popo. The reason why he originally blows up is because the shit that Popo smokes to get that high is so strong that even the gods can't handle it.
Yeah. Also, if you're paying attention, this shot of Shenron is from OG Dragon Ball. The way he's drawn. That's OG Dragon Ball. Not as detailed as he is in the future episodes.
Yeah, and it looks so good.
I like
wish
it like
they
this.
kept up with this.
Yeah.
I can speak your wish and I shall. Oh, it is you, my master. Is it time to lay waste to this world?
Not yet. Give them a couple hundred years. See if they can clean this up.
Then how might I be of
It's not
service,
working.
Lord Popo?
Good question. Call me. What the f am I doing?
What am I doing?
Question, King Kai.
What the fuck is he doing?
What's he doing?
Okay, listen. I want you to bring back everyone Frieza and his men have killed.
Why?
Are you questioning God?
Are you?
Not in the mood, Tommy.
That's one of my favorite lines. Not in the mood, Kami.
Not my problem anyway. Mr. Popo.
I heard. Dragon, bring back all the worthless maggots that were killed by Frieza and his men, or whatever.
So I have a problem here. I got a problem here.
Yeah.
Because the exact wording of this wish is what?
As you command.
Hold on. What's the exact wording of this wish?
Killed by Frieza and his men, or
Frieza and his men. Right? Right? Last I checked, wasn't Vegeta one of Frieza's men?
Up in this, okay, in canon, yes, but in DBZA, no.
But that's the
kinda
thing.
reformed.
Canonically, they bring this up too. It's like, why in canon did you not bring back that other tribe that Vegeta killed? Because at the time when he went to Namek, he was one of Frieza's men. He just wanted to get the Dragon Balls to double cross him.
Yeah. Well, but no, and here they don't bring back that village because Vegeta.
They don't bring
was
it back in the
rebelling.
canon either.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because he's not a part of Frieza's force anymore. He rebelled.
But literally, he still is. When he kills that village, letter of the law, technicalities, he still works for Frieza. He still counts as one of his men because he left from the Frieza ship to go to Namek.
Yes, I get that. Legally speaking, you are correct. But Toriyama.
Oh, I was going to say the dragon. I'm like, how can the dragon differentiate? Well, Vegeta did stop being evil at this point in time of the story. No.
I'm not gonna argue that because the only other way that would work in canon is that it's not a legal thing, it's a mental thing, and that's stupid. So in this case, Toriyama.
Toriyama.
whatever.
As you command, so it shall be.
And it's going to stop here. And that's actually where I'm going to call it because it's 11:30 at night. But yeah, so that was Dragon Ball Z Abridged episode. I believe that was 29. Any final thoughts before we get out of here?
Not much other than I'm just looking forward to the rest of episode 30 because we watched 29 and 30 part 1. We got 2 more
Part
parts
A,
of episode 30.
And remember, this is before YouTube went to long form availabilities. So 13 years ago, you could only go for 10 minutes on YouTube. maximum. To be quite frank, I wish they would go back to that. I wish they would go back to that.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I don't know when we're going to do this again. I will let Hokage know, obviously, before we jump on this. But maybe Thursday, maybe, because I'm as you know, as Eugene knows, I'm typically doing Big Old Belt Wrestling Podcast that day. So I'm already set up and ready to go. But as I said last night, for those that didn't hear it, I have a lot of screeners to catch up on because apparently I'm not cool enough to get the Thunderbolt screening tonight. Okay. I'm not that cool because I was told verbatim that because I'm not Rotten Tomatoes certified, I didn't get to invite to watch Thunderbolts. Mind you, you and I went to Deadpool and Wolverine, but I'm not approved enough to get Thunderbolts? Wade, I appreciate you. I appreciate that. I am Miles Davis cool. Yeah. In other words, it's because I'm black. Got it. That's why. But as always, y'all, you can find me at Damian G Show across the board. You can find Hokage at
Hokage.22 on Instagram.
If you have a request that you want us to talk about here on the show, we will make a deviation from the plan and watch a cartoon that you may have want us to watch. But I will say this. Previously, I would do them for free. Unfortunately, I don't have the bandwidth to work for free anymore. So if you have a request of a show you want me to do, typically it's a $50 request for 3 episodes. Wade's done it. Jerry's done it. A few other people have done it. Yes. Wade says, thank you and Kage for these. Of course, you are very welcome, my brother. And we will probably see you on Thursday night, everyone. So just remember, just because you have an intellectual property does not mean it needs to be made into something other than the original intent. Except for these moments. Dragon Ball Z Abridged doesn't apply. We'll see you next time on the Rewatch.